Hello and welcome to my channel and today's video. So today I wanted to do an updated video on how to make your curls stay when using the Dyson. I feel like this is a huge issue when it comes to actually using the Dyson. Like, a lot of people who have it can't seem to get a hold on their curls, pun intended. So essentially I've tested this out now for like 4 years. I made that video literally like 2 years ago. So obviously I've been using this for a lot longer now, and I think I have an even better way to make your curls last longer. So if you're interested to find out how to do that, then go ahead and keep on watching. So I would say the biggest thing for me nowadays is not using a hair oil after doing my hair. And I know that it comes after, but there's something that I do beforehand that prevents me from needing to use a hair oil at the end of me curling my hair. What I like to do is use this Olaplex 4-in-1 right here, and this is actually only something that hairstylists can get, but if you're tight with your hairstylist, maybe you can ask them to get you this little baby right here. It's amazing for hydrating your hair. I definitely would absolutely recommend, if you can get your hands on this, get them. But what I do is I wash my hair and I get it really basically dry with like a microfiber towel, put this in my hair for 10 minutes, rinse it out. After the mask, once my hair is washed and towel dried, I will go in with the Pureology Color Fanatic 21. This is basically a really amazing detangler and hair protectant and like literally 21 other things. This has been a lifesaver because even though the Dyson Airwrap technically doesn't use extreme heat, you still need to heat protect your hair to make sure that it is protected from even the slightest heat that even the Dyson uses. But really the two showstoppers that I apply in my hair are the Olaplex No. 6 Bond Smoother and then this medium hold modeling gel by, what is this, Davines. So in the last video that I did when I first really was trying to figure out how to make my curls stay, I used a mousse, which I still think is a pretty good option, especially if you're used to using mousses and you have one that doesn't make your hair crunchy. Definitely really good to use that. But this is like a top-notch product, and it like doesn't make your hair crunchy at all, but it definitely is the reason why my curls hold as long as they do while using the Dyson Airwrap. And then after that, the biggest thing that I've kind of changed up is the fact that I don't just go in straight to using the curling attachment. So what I will do is I will use the regular blow dryer attachment to kind of get my hair to a drier stage. Now I don't want it to be like sopping wet. Obviously I get as much as I can out before I apply my products with like a microfiber towel. I definitely dry it with that first and just like a regular brush. And then what I do is I go in with this straightener attachment. So this is the one without the little beads. It's a little like hardier. It doesn't like bend as much as the other bristles, and I feel like this is key to making sure that everything besides the curls is going to be nice and smooth. Like I mentioned in the first video that I ever did, I still to this day do this. I only use the smaller wand if I'm trying to curl my hair. If I'm trying to have a blowout look, I'll maybe sometimes use the big curler, but this is definitely what I use. This allows me to get as much tension as I can in the hair as I'm curling it. And a little tip here, if your hair isn't like catching automatically onto this, definitely use the other attachments to make sure that your hair is a little bit drier. So the best way that I could describe it is saying that your hair needs to be almost dry, like almost dry to the touch. Obviously you can like feel your hair that it's like, you know, warm from the other attachments, but you'll feel that it's still not dry all the way. And this is where then you start using this. And the best way to use this is definitely by taking, I would say a section, as you can see in my little video, is taking a section like maybe this size, letting the ends catch, and then turning it manually all the way up to the head, and where you like when you pull, your hair isn't slipping through, there's tension, and you want to kind of like pull it away from you to create even more tension. I leave it for fast 30 seconds. And then the biggest thing that I didn't do in the last video, or at least I don't remember curling my hair that way, is using the cold shot. This is the best way to make sure that your curl is set, because if your curl falls and then sets as it's just chilling there, it's more likely to fall out. That's basically the whole part, and you just want to go all the way around your head. Do it once, and then if any piece isn't like to your liking and it's already fallen out, definitely go over it again for 20 seconds and then another like 10 seconds cool shot. I basically like to touch the barrel as I'm doing the cool shot, and when my hair is like basically room temperature, I go ahead and like release it, and then I just let it set itself and I let it just do its thing. I don't brush it out or anything like that. I know that a lot of people will use like a white comb to brush out their hair, but I feel like that's totally unnecessary. If anything, you can just kind of pull it apart with your fingers. Like I mentioned in the beginning, don't put any hair oil in it. I feel like that oftentimes definitely also ruins the curl. And then the last thing that I definitely always suggest is using a hairspray on your hair, which I like never do when I use a curling wand, but because this doesn't use as much heat, I feel like your hair just definitely needs that extra little hold, or a lot of hold. If you need a lot of hold, I would say a good one that's cheap to use is the Aussie one that I mentioned in the last video that I made. But I like to use the Style and Protect by Pureology. It's a soft finish hairspray and it does a pretty good job holding my hair, but it doesn't make it feel like super weird and crunchy and dry. That was a really fast video, so I hope that you caught all of that. All of the products that I used will be linked down below. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. And happy curling. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.